With the recent release of the Bioshock collection, now seems like the perfect time to talk about the Bioshock games. Though more specifically, I want to talk about Bioshock 2. And Bioshock 2 is a game I feel gets a bit of an unfair rap. In my opinion, it's got the best gameplay of the series and was my favourite experience with it. But I'm not going to talk about the main game in this video. What I want to talk about is my experience with the DLC, Minerva's Den. And what might seem a bit contrary and weird about that is that I'd never actually finished Minerva's Den. I don't think I even got that far into it, but that's kind of what's made it stick with me. See, in real life, I have a bit of a poor sense of direction, as my friends will be well aware due to what I'm going to refer to as the park incident. And if you can see where this is leading, I got lost in Minerva's Den en route to an objective. And this really made an interesting experience, because what it meant was I just explored Rapture. It meant I really experienced and appreciated the environmental and world design of the game. See, the thing with me is I'm more of a linear style of gamer. I tend to have a laser-like focus on the gameplay or story of the game. And what this means is I'm not necessarily a big fan of the sandbox or open world style of games, where the main focus is in exploring and having fun and just messing about. I mean, I do put some of the blame for this on the developers of these sandbox games in general, because a lot of the times they're just not making an interesting world for it. I mean, if it's another generic American city, bonus points if it is meant to be New York again. I just don't care, it's something I can get here, it's not unique or interesting, but Rapture's a different kettle of fish. It's a what if scenario, an underwater city distorted by twisted values. It's fascinating to actually just look at what happened to it, to live in that world for a moment. I think my experience with this DLC actually influenced my playthrough of Infinite, as my favourite parts of that game were where I could just explore the environment. But yeah, I think Minerva's Den provides a very different, more laid back, casual experience for me, and I'm very thankful for experiencing that. And I suppose the main lesson we should take from it is that sometimes you just need to stop and smell the proverbial underwater drowned roses.